Hello, my name's Maria Donovan, and this is the first part of my talk on the subject writing in real time for the Indelible Literary Festival. I'm going to be talking about my novel, The Chicken Soup Murder, and my attempt not only to embed it in real time, but to actually write it in real time. The novel begins at lunchtime on Thursday the 17th of May 2012 and ends just before midnight on New Year's Eve. It's not written in a diary form, but it is wedded to the calendar. I'm going to talk about why I chose to do this, what happened, and come back to the question, would I do it again? And what's in it for other writers as a method, and what's in it for the reader? The Chicken Soup Murder is perhaps unusual as a crime novel because it has as much to do with grieving as it has to do with the solving of a mystery. The novel's narrated by Michael, who's 10. He tells us about a tight-knit group of friends and neighbours who form a kind of family, and what happens when one of their number dies from natural causes and another is murdered. So every plot event in the novel is embedded in real time, and it's the background to the lives of the characters. Real events have an effect on them as if they're real people. So it runs from Thursday the 17th of May 2012 to New Year's Eve. Did I finish with a flourish, have a glass or two and sleep late on New Year's Day 2013? Well, let's see. Why did I do it? Well, there was a meshing together of circumstances, which I shall try to tease out into threads. One big reason was to get it done, because on a practical level I had never completed a novel-length work before, and I needed all the help I could get towards achieving that goal. I felt that by committing myself to writing it in real time, I would push myself onwards to write even on days when I didn't remotely feel like it. I needed the moving finger of the clock, if you like, to give me a prod. Another big reason was to deepen my understanding of the characters. I thought it would help to think about what they were living through on a particular day, and to show their personal story in the context of public events going on around them. It seemed to me that I could get to know them better and show better who they were by taking that approach. They would be affected and influenced by circumstances beyond their personal lives, just like real people. How would they react and respond to the days we were all living through? And at the same time, they were carrying forwards their own stories. Perhaps the most important reason of all is that the method fitted my theme. It helped me to try to write in real time because I had these central themes of grieving and wanting time to stop, and the inescapable experience of time tugging forwards, moving you ever further away from the last moments when the one you love was still alive. I needed to find an outlet for my creativity within the context of my own grieving. And it's no coincidence that these all matter in the novel because this was the substance of my life. I also wanted to try to create the fabric of the novel from real things because I thought that would liberate me to play with everything that was fictional. It was in itself time-consuming, but it meant I didn't have to invent every last detail, and they existed. Recently, I found this quote from William Faulkner, who was asked why he always set his work in the American South. He said, "I don't have time in one life to learn another one and write at the same time." Well, that was how it was for me while I was writing this novel. Although I've written short stories that are speculative, set in parallel universes, or in the future, or in a past I can't know by direct experience, I hadn't completed a novel before this, and I think I needed to build up my novel writing muscles, and I needed to know I would have all the help there was to get to the finish. So I strapped this novel to the calendar. How did that work out? We'll find out in the next part.